So what's your final decision?
My decision to balance between consistency and redundancy.
Yeah. So where do you put the filter? Like, I was talking about the filter question you
When
asked.
I'm using the
online?
So,
Someone try to join
on YouTube.
on I'll share the mic on general chat.
So by the way, Judith,
Yes.
thanks for sending out those video record
Oh, you're welcome.
for the working group. Yeah, they're often you sync them in different channels, like in YouTube and some Chinese website.
But somebody told me that was the place to put videos if you want them to be in China, so that's where I put them.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
It's unfortunately like the YouTube blocked it in China.
yeah, that was me. What was that? The firewall.
All right. See the 5 more minutes from this. Sorry. Is Gene in the office?
She is on software currently in a meeting. It's over to John. I'm bringing.
You've been more than joined?
Tokyo. 7 a.m. We're going to wake up.
You from the top program.
We could talk about that. Yeah. We can talk about that. Now, I'm not going to do anything about talking about. We got the communicate real quick.
Yeah, I was gonna give it some time to see if
Who are the two viewers? Who are the 2 viewers?
with 2 viewers.
It's 2 viewers in the bottom right hand corner.
Oh,
That's it.
Oh, I think it's YouTube.
Yeah, I know.
So
it's not us.
it's not me.
I joined for a second, but I don't know. I don't know if it's cumulative or current.
I guess some people are watching on YouTube.
Do we have to release manager for wonderful?
Anon?
Yeah, Anand and Kevin. Yeah, I guess we start about the review as well. Not what it is. The timing.
Neither of them are here.
I think Kevin's here.
Okay, well, doesn't seem like anyone else is doing this. Let's get started. So the first thing on the agenda is charter and meeting schedule. I have no idea who did that. charter and meeting schedule.
Benoit, you suggested that we talk about that, so I wrote it down.
Oh, I guess I did for the community worker.
Oh, shoot,
Yeah.
there you go.
Okay.
All right.
All right, one checked off.
Nice.
Um,
Okay. Can't come. Okay.
Sorry about that.
okay, all right. I guess we can talk about community comment.
Yeah, I guess I put those two down, the next two, I guess. So last time we mentioned that we were gonna clean up the Kanban board and start reviewing that a bit in this meeting.
Okay.
I did not get a chance to clean it up, as I promised. But should we like bring that up and spend some time, like 15 minutes or so, try to clean up and see if it
Works for
does
me.
make sense or something?
Works for me, sure. You want me to bring up share the screen or something? Or
Yeah.
you want to?
You can share, yeah. Good.
I think what would be helpful is for people to look at what they're shepherding for other people. Maybe focus on those ones to start. You need the room, Matt.
Where am I looking for? I'm down.
Yeah, I'm Apache Mesos. You want the one who's right there, I think.
This one?
No, one more down.
This one.
Yep. It thinks it's the first time you've been here.
All right. How do you want me to navigate?
I think we can go through each of the epics. Yeah, so it's broken down by epic that are currently being worked on. So there are,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So there's looking like 10, 12.
So I thought there's something really to define that is connected to what I guess we did. I don't know why we didn't come up here. I'll be reading that.
Right, but I say rather than go through that, I think what would be really, I think we could go through all those. I think what would be really good is like who online, like I said, can't say anything, but in the room is shepherding something for the community. Is anybody shepherding something for the community? Yes, Gilbert. Okay, let's start with Gilbert.
Okay.
So,
Is there an epic for the thing that you're interested
Yeah, it's an epic.
in? Go
Yeah, some of them, if I can advise create a new epic for image coverage correction. So this is how it's working with that. And
can you go to this page on your computer?
yeah.
So what comes up? Does every epic come up on this board?
All the epics that are currently that would have a feature that would match on that have a JIRA that would show up on this board, they all come up on this board.
I don't think I see image coverage.
So go to it for yourself.
On the top. Top right. Yeah, it shows some pictures that that's something that
Now,
Project Mesos. Should be not visual.
okay, perfect. So you have 3 things on this board that you're currently shepherding.
Okay, so I guess
Is there more than that? So what I just did for everyone else so that they know, there's a couple of helpful quick filters at the top called like missing shepherd or I'm shepherding.
Oh, so this one's still shepherd by G.
So
updated.
That's good. But we don't have anything that's being worked on there that doesn't have shepherd.
But also make good filter, make sure that there's shepherd.
Oh well, let's check out the filter.
Because I think in the configure here, this is a filter. Right?
Yeah, it says Shepherd is
This
not.
shepherd is not.
Oh, okay. It's,
It says without. I am the board and doing a whole lot of permission.
I can check it.
your permissions.
Okay, so what am I looking for here? Am I looking for?
I guess first looking for missing shepherds once. Missing shepherd, and it's like in the last 4 weeks, it's been updated or something. I think that's what it looks like.
Oh, there are a bunch of unassigned ones.
Unassigned but unaccepted.
That's fine, I guess.
Do we want to show unassigned in the Kanban board?
Yeah.
A lot of things. It's like anything that gets data will show up here.
Well, it has to be accepted by someone.
It has to accept it, yeah, which means something that's good thing to do, but. And
Not necessarily like.
it's going to be worked on.
To be worked on.
Yeah.
The street stuff.
Then fixes
Okay,
the filter. I can start with the missing shepherd.
apparently I can't change your filter. What I'd have to do is I'd have to replace the filter with my filter. Because I have access to the board, but not your filter.
We encountered a few non-shareable issue before.
Yeah, I mean, I could change the board. I can change the filter we use to being called Mesos Kanban open, but I can't change his filter.
Okay, let's try now.
Yeah, awesome. So went from 75 to 183. So now we have 108 that are missing shepherds.
Yep, should we like not include unassigned one? I don't think.
You gotta update the filter. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, don't update it on this time.
We're just looking at the.
Yeah, I've been in the last 3 months. And we don't show it in the last 4 weeks. And it's called assigning.
Oh, what I can do is this. I can do assign and message shepherd.
Yeah, you can't.
Okay. So 40. 40, yeah. So these ones.
Okay, try now.
You just gonna add Brandon out of something.
Okay, 40. Yep. We're at 40 now.
For management.
So
So
I
these are
actually,
just.
I actually think though that it would, even though we said that you should put the assign, you should actually remove it again, because we have the hot filters up top. Assign and unassign, it would be valuable to be able to look at, hey, someone's got something unreviewable that doesn't have a shepherd. And unassigned, like, why did that happen?
Someone has a review, but it's unassigned.
If you go back to the board, yeah. So what you did was you made it show everything that's assigned. So what I think would be useful though, is for us to be able to ask the question in this meeting, do we have anything that's missing a shepherd and that's unassigned? And if we see stuff that's like here,
That's fine.
we ignore it. But if we see stuff that's here or here, it'd be nice to be able to ask that question and then say, whoa, that's a bad state. Why is that in that state? And fix it.
Okay, so it's just like someone misused or forgot to set assigning.
they didn't set a signee, and they also don't have a shepherd, but they're like working away on it, and they've moved it into reviewable. Like, why is this in reviewable? Who's making progress?
Sure.
So update these.
Okay, so you update it.
I will consider.
Okay, so we're back to 108 that are missing a shepherd. Now we can try that unassigned and missing a shepherd. So, oh, yep, sure enough. There's
in
stuff
right 3 columns.
that are in the right 3 columns that are unassigned and missing a shepherd.
Okay. I wish we could actually put in Jira.
Okay, so here, so look at this.
Yeah, so do that and then go down to, yeah, there we go. We have 4. Let's get these ones.
Yeah.
Already resolved it well.
So
These ones?
Yeah.
users categorize the supervised gather specify UFS.
It's probably me, 7634. Can we open that one?
Is everyone following this? Does that make sense? Are we happy? Alternatively, is everyone getting a lot done? Support that too.
Can you go down? Yeah. Scroll down. Yeah, can you just assign it to one of those 9? Yeah.
The shepherding for anybody, even if you think you might possibly be shepherding for anything, for anybody in the public, I think the next step is we'll go through and we'll click the I'm shepherding for each person. And then to just look at it yourself, since we can't look at everyone's board, just look at your own board and just see if anything pops up. It's useful because maybe something like I did it for myself and there's a couple that are assigned to me, but no, it's like reached out to me like, hey, can you do this? So this will be a good exercise for us to do as well. So people might just expect that we're shepherding stuff for them.
Do you want to look at these right now, these 3?
Yeah, so for the
Yes, we do. Yeah.
for the 25 per body, so it was decided to get done, and then he unassigned it himself.
Okay.
And he marked it as in progress, and then he unassigned it.
Okay.
So basically, I think this ticket just means unify continuizing. So I'm thinking we should. I will reach out to Ian then to see if we can close it.
So this already supported?
I think this should be already supported.
Okay.
Can you assign it to Gilbert and you can resolve it?
Yeah.
Okay. This one? 706, launch Docker containers with dash GPUs instead of CPU shares.
It's created early this year. These insurance shares. Reviewable.
I think this is just a new feature for the Docker daemon with Docker 1.13. So
did someone send the review for it?
Let me see. Yeah.
Looks like
There's a patch.
looks like he discarded the patch though.
Yeah.
Start the patch after introducing Docker run options class. There is no need to use CPUs and add additional logic to achieve same results as we have the current approach. Looks like we can close this.
Yeah, it looks like we can close it.
One fix.
Yeah, let's do a won't fix.
Thanks. Do I need a fix version?
No.
Resolve. Yep.
Oh, it's
140. Okay.
So
Change legacy dash dash with network isolator to dash dash with port mapping isolator. Reviewable. There's a review. Submit.
Oh, really? G submission.
Looks like it.
1 month ago. Okay, so probably just forgot to add the bulk to that resume.
Okay, let's close it for their behalf.
So this one is a documentation patch, right?
Just a name change.
Yeah.
I think it was this one.
I think we need an entry in the change log.
So it should be 1 or 2 to resolve. Yeah, I need to fix the post register.
Yeah, we need to document it.
104 or 102? 109.
Oh, sorry. One, two?
But it said 1 month ago. It was 1, 2. May 17th.
113. Yeah, it looks like 12.
1, 2. May 17th.
No.
Can you look for GitLab 103? Let's see how it is. And see if we can find it.
59193.
I think it's there.
Depends on the
It's
day.
probably 104.
One that's now, right? 591.
Yeah, it's May 17th, at last month.
Yeah, that's 14.
Cut on May 5th.
Yeah.
We cut on May 4th of it. So this one is for 1/4.
Is it assigned? It's not assigned to him?
I didn't.
Okay, maybe he didn't add him to. Let me add him to our contributors.
Okay. Alright, well, I marked that as resolved.
He's in there, he's a reporter, so he's definitely in the assignment.
No,
Oh.
voter doesn't need to be contributor.
Oh, really? Okay. So, you have the numbers, yeah?
Hands. Okay, I added him.
Adam?
I think G usually, every time G commits something, some patch, he will always close the ticket unless he is expecting some more change on like change log or release note.
I didn't see any, just putting G on the ticket.
Yeah.
Saying, hey, the more to be done here.
Or you're gonna add G as a shepherd?
Yeah.
And also add a comment at the bottom. Scroll down. 2 months. I do it in the same edit so that it doesn't send you 2 emails. Fine.
Oh. Okay.
Cool.
That's all of them that are assigned, unassigned and missing shepherd.
Okay, now we got 29 to get through, that are missing a shepherd.
Or assigned.
Oh, I haven't done that one yet. Yeah, you're right, we need to do missing a shepherd assigned. There's 29 that are missing a shepherd and assigned. Yeah, sorry, we're talking the same thing.
We have 40.
No, there's 29 in progress or reviewable.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, there's gonna be lots of those ones, but there's 29 that we need to get through here. So let's just start at the top. Unified containerizer 2826 and 7069.
Should we add a filter for that and active or something?
So
For running or reviewable?
In progress or reviewable.
Oh,
Easily find that easily. Okay.
so I don't think we'll have to go through 29 tickets in a half hour with other topics here.
Okay, that's fine. We can
What do you?
we can ask everybody to do it themselves.
Yeah, okay, all right, yeah, I'll.
Or alternatively, let's do the other topics and then let's come
I
back.
come back, yeah, okay. So Kevin's here, so we can talk about release in a bit. MesoCon NA, is there some announcement about MesoCon North America?
No, I just wanted to remind everyone that the CFP closes tomorrow.
Okay.
So, all your friends,
Please submit abstracts.
please submit.
Did we remind people on the mailing list?
So one more time today.
Yeah, send it out again.
Yeah,
What
let's do it today.
Today.
And then tomorrow.
So I submitted something for Asia, and then it asked me if I wanted to also submit it to these others. Is that good enough?
Yep.
Very good, okay.
Where did it ask you?
At the time that I submitted for Asia, it asked me, do you also want to submit the same talk for North America?
Oh, really?
And I just said yes. And now when I log in, it's still sitting there
Okay.
as a submission, I guess. But, okay.
Did you, is there anyone that you worked with in the community from NVIDIA around the GPU stuff?
Yeah. Yeah, Barry actually contacted me this morning asking me,
Should we reach out to him?
yeah, well, he asked me to tell him who he should reach out to and what he should ask them, and I told him that.
Okay, you should reach out to him.
So I should do it myself.
Yeah, exactly. If you worked with them, even
Okay.
better. And anybody else that's worked with anybody else in the community around stuff that you want to reach out to?
Yeah, good.
If diplomas folks, maybe.
Yeah, that might be interesting.
Yeah, or anybody else you've worked with with Kronos, it's a great idea. So Yelp has submitted some talks. I don't think they've submitted any Kronos specific talks. But
Shoot them an email to see if they want to talk about whether any nothing production. One of the few companies in Europe, right?
Yeah, they have pasta. Some data want to go about that. They run marathon and Kronos and that stuff.
But they have talk on pasta.
I can't remember what exactly they submitted to talk on.
Okay.
But yeah, anyone else you worked with around Kronos too, if they want to talk about it. Did you submit a talk around Kronos?
I don't have that much to say. You release, but otherwise, like, it's not going.
And something in September, October?
So North America is September, and then Europe is October right after it. So we'll just roll talks through. In fact, we'll probably figure out the agenda for both conferences at the same time. Okay.
Yeah, and we should encourage the Uber guys to submit talks. They have the plan to open source build framework. It's scheduling.
The Uber guys.
The Uber guys.
Yeah, I reached out to him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, you already did?
Yep, they're gonna submit talks.
Okay, cool.
What about the people from Allegro? They,
Allegro,
they're contributing to marathon quite often.
they submitted talks.
They already submitted talks. Okay.
I have a short list of who hasn't submitted.
Twitter summit,
Twitter submitted some talks.
Apple.
I believe they have. They hadn't as of last Friday, but they were planning on it.
Netflix.
Netflix submitted some talks.
Cloudflare?
No. Do we know anyone from Cloudflare? Do we in this room know anybody?
There's, Alan Bobrik, he used to open Mesos pretty open.
Okay,
He's not opening many recently, but
reach out. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Reach out, say hey. I mean, you could say two things. One is, hey, we'd love to have you submit a talk. Two is, we'd love to have you come. And three is, we're going to try to do some user group, like town hall style meetings at the conference. So people can all come together and sit sort of like this, but all together and talk about project roadmaps and what's working, what's not working.
Forward.
No, I know. But exactly what I just said.
like this.
Alright. Anything else regarding this time?
So you said that you're going to try to clear the agenda for NA and Europe together.
Probably.
What's the deadline for schedule to be out for NA and the deadline for CFP for Europe?
I don't know. I think we'll try to have the schedule for NA out in the next couple weeks, month.
Okay.
I mean, September 12th is 2 months away.
So from the website,
Yeah, July, August.
2 months away. Well,
It's September 30th, right?
September 12th.
Oh, 12. Okay, so 2.5.
2.5 months. Yeah. So we gotta get this out basically. If we tell them we need to tell them in half a month, so they have 2 months to prepare.
Yeah.
So 2 weeks. And then the CFP, I'm not sure when the deadline is for Europe CFP.
For you to like figure out to balance the program and you get to see talks for Europe submitted too, right?
Yeah, we do, but I think it'll be more, we'll have a lot of talks that we can carry over, just as Kevin mentioned.
Cool.
Just want to confirm with the submitter that they can actually just go to Europe to get it. As opposed to just stress training.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure there was a button for North America that said it, well, maybe there wasn't. Has anyone submitted to North America?
I did, but I just copy pasted.
Was there a button? Was there a button that said?
It said, what do you want to submit to? And then you like click, it gave you like a list of all of them.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Okay. Anything else? Right. Okay. Encourage people to submit talks. Due tomorrow or anything?
Are we low on talks right now? Is that-
No, we have I think we've got about 100 talks submitted. So,
How many years?
like 40,
That's all.
between 30 and 40, is usually what we have. But yeah, we want to get people excited about submitting and going to the conference and being part of the community, and if we have an extra track, we can have an extra track too. Should increase the number of talks.
Okay. The next thing on the agenda is compilers in distro version. So this is something that is work in progress. But the idea is to bump the minimal compiler version from GCC 4.8 to GCC 4.9 or 5. If we deem 5 to be feasible, then the next thing we could pursue is actually jumping to C++ 14. If we go to 4.9, then we don't get C++ 14, but we will get access to the regex library, for example. So we'll fill out that spreadsheet and see how feasible the two options are, and see which one we want to jump to.
Is there a ticket for that? People can watch or spreadsheet?
There is a spreadsheet that I can send out. The link, so this link goes to the spreadsheet. I guess I could file a journal for it.
Yeah, I mean,
All right.
I'll take it next.
Yeah, I'll follow it. And then, yeah, so Kevin, we wanted to talk, okay, so that's about all I have to say about that. The next thing we were gonna ask about was the
1.4?
1.4 release. Just curious if there's any dates.
Anand was supposed to be driving it and I was just gonna help him.
I see. Okay.
So he would know more about what the plans were there. 'Cause I've never done a release, and so I wanted to learn the process.
Okay.
So he's out for the next 2 weeks. So it's then probably gonna happen once he comes back,
Okay.
which is. So it's 30th this week, 14th, so it's continuing of 17th. Which is a bit late from our RC1 for. From 23 RC1 was like May 5th, I think. So a little behind, but it's okay. But I think, yeah, what we should do, Kevin, is start to have some like burn down meetings, like a weekly meeting. With things that are marked as blocker, 1 or 4, and make sure making progress by the time we do a cut. Usually what happens is we do it very late and inevitably makes the cut date slip.
Sure.
Because we don't start the burn down soon.
Okay, do you want to start doing that next week, then you said?
Yeah, like
Okay.
one next week and the week after.
And who's involved in that?
I think we haven't done that formally. We said we'll start doing it going forward, so maybe it's the first time. I think the release managers for sure, and the shepherds that are on the blocker tickets.
Okay. Okay,
So that they can
okay, I'll set something up next week then.
go. Thank you. And yeah, invite me as well. We're happy to help.
Okay.
So ad hoc topic that I
Ad
have,
hoc topic.
is around, so I'll probably do the kind of format work after the compiler bump and such. I think that we'll probably have to, the one thing that worries me is if people have different versions of client format installed locally, and we start having disagreements on, you know, how client format formats things on review board, saying like, well, you know, my local client format formatted it this way, as opposed to my newer client format formatted the other way, right? So I think we'll probably have to pick a specific version, or a way to give people a canonical version. Like I don't know if minor versions of client format changes minor things, but it would be really unfortunate if we start having, you know, discussions around which version of client format people happen to be using. So we'll pick one for the project, I think, and then we'll probably move forward, kind of pump it as a project entirely going forward.
Like client format version.
So,
Yeah,
so we'll stick on a version, so it's always formatted the exact same way.
right.
It's a little funky that they're changing the formats across the versions, but that's what we're looking for.
It makes sense though, right? Like if there are parts that they didn't do a good job on, they fix bugs and then formats differently and better.
Yeah, that makes sense. But if they're like changing what it means to, if they're changing a two-space indent, they're changing that.
Oh,
means to a four-space.
I
That's really
imagine
unfortunate.
things that fundamental don't change, but you know, but I still don't want.
I think you got a great proposal.
Yeah, it'll be part of the proposal. And the other thing is, in terms of expectations, I'll also include this in the proposal, which is that, like, I don't want people to get the idea that we don't have to worry about formatting at all going forward, because, you know, there are different ways in which client format will be happy. So, for example, long strings, multi-line strings, for example, you can wrap in multitude of ways in client formats that kind of give you one way to format that every time, right? And so, or wrapping comments, right? Where the client format's not going to enforce one way of wrapping comments. And so there will still be formatting issues, even with client format in place. And so this is just to set the expectation so that people don't think it doesn't have, it will never come up again and I'm free of formatting issues. No, not quite. And I'll be sure to include that in the proposal. Okay. If we have 20 minutes, we could end early, or we could go back to tracking down tickets.
I think it's a useful 19 minutes. Track down tickets.
Yeah.
Maybe not for everybody, but if you believe you're actively helping anyone in the community, stick around and.
So.
Not active.
All right. So we have, okay, so let's go back to these. First epic was unified container. Okay. Sorry, what was the filter? Assigned and missing shepherding. Okay. Add bandwidth limit support to URI fetching. So is Guangya still working on this?
So I don't think Guangya is actively working on this. So
It's been a year.
yes, so should we? Yeah, could we comment bring Guangya on this stuff actively? So undecided.
Just unassign it
Yeah, just
Undecided?
and just add a comment.
yeah, add the comment and undecided.
Unassign because there's no progress for a year.
Guangya's busy with the customer issue for a while.
And also market. Yeah. Also market to open or accepted.
Like this? All right. The latest file system isolator should set mode and ownership for host on.
So we check about this during the containerizer working group meeting.
Okay.
And actually Ilya just sent out a design doc 2 days ago.
Who's the shepherd for this stuff?
Either G or myself.
Okay.
So maybe for this one I will shepherd it. And actually we just collect all the ownership related volume ownership related tickets together. We have four in GRs, and then we just Ilya just work out a general design to how should we set up the correct ownership for different volumes. For example, for host volume, persistent volume, and Docker volume, or some other volume in the future. So yeah, that design doc is already sent out in a mailing list. So we're gonna, once we confirm on the final solution, so we're gonna start to work on these tickets and merge them all together.
We don't need to go to that much detail.
Yeah.
In this meeting, just few and G and shepherd split.
Yeah.
Okay. Next topic, Windows.
I think it should all be Joseph,
Yeah.
unless you are shepherding some.
No.
Okay.
Where is that Joseph?
Just assigning to Joseph. Carlos key.
Health checks. Mesos fails to escape command health checks. How's it?
When was this last updated?
Last update. 3 days ago.
Carlos changed everything.
In progress.
Okay. Is this something Gaston?
That's not doing anything about this.
I can take a look, yeah. I don't know what it's about, I can take a look.
Maybe Gaston, Shepherd, or Alex, or I guess we said Shepherds have to be comfortable on that.
Alex R probably.
Okay, can you put Alex R as a Shepherd?
Oh,
Look for Alex, what's his status? Don't worry, I can edit that one. I can just move to the next one and I will.
I think in the comment you could probably see what his username is. Alex R. Let's
oh, it's Alex. Alright. Okay. Alex class request.
sources apply.
Should.
That's you.
Shared resources improvements.
That's that's probably an issue. Ian is online actually.
Yes.
Ian, are you shepherding this one?
Can I take a look at what it is?
Yeah, we're
It's
still opening it up.
not loading.
Are you able to hear us okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. 74.
Well, so it's titled Resources: pull and apply. For operations should fail when a shared persistent volume can be removed.
Right.
I don't know why this is loading.
Okay, so with this being slow to load, sure. I think so. With the shared resources, there are currently a couple of issues that India was working on, but then we went back and forth on the solution. But I will continue to work on them. This being included.
Okay. All right.
So that's being actively worked on, right, Ian? Or will be?
Yeah,
Okay.
will be. Will be.
Okay.
I can't load it.
I cannot load from my side either.
Okay.
Maybe it's yours down.
Perhaps. Allocated quota of a child role should also be charged on. I think this is me.
Okay. It loads.
I guess zero's down.
Okay. Perfect. That's probably Ben
I
Warner.
can't load any of these.
Either way, we can send this link with this quick filter on to the mailing list and tell people to
I think so,
do
right?
shepherding stuff to just update the
Yeah.
status.
It's a good idea. And say in the next community meeting, we're gonna review it again. It's a good idea.
For some.
And the user.
Okay, can you read? There's one.
Beautiful.
What?
Beautiful. High five.
All right. I don't see that. All right. Let's wrap early then.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks everyone.
Who wants to work on committer or compiler page?
Committer compiler.
This guy. Background, just compile page. Your page.
The spreadsheet?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, great, cool. Sounds awesome.
You got stuff to do right now.
All right.
Cool.
Okay, cool. Thanks everyone for joining. See you later.
All right. Yep. Take care.
Bye.